Hi everyone, I'm Lewis, welcome to Lewis's Football Mind. Today's video I'll be doing my top 10 Premier League signings of the summer, which doesn't include loans, so example Ansu Fati doesn't count in this list. So yeah, I'm just doing my top 10. I am basing mine on price, so what price they went to the club for, age, what age they're at of course, value for money, is it a good deal or the club getting ripped off? What club they're going to? Is it a good move? Is it a bad move? The club they were at, should they stay at that club, or is it right moving on? Or how they've done so far. So yeah, I know not every player on this list has played so far. So yeah, some players have played more than others. So yeah, I've tried to be as fair as possible in that. But the players who haven't played so far, I've based it on what I've seen from them at their former clubs. So number 10, I went for a West Ham player who's just signed for them, and it is Mohamed Kudus. I don't think he's played yet. He's aged 23 and signed for £38 million. And he signed from Ajax. Got 19 goals and 11 assists last season. It's a really good start in the Eredivisie. He scored a hat-trick on his last ever Ajax game as well. So it just shows that he would have ran the Eredivisie again this season. I think this is a really smart signing. Really good price as well. Obviously using that Declan Rice money. But I think West Ham have done absolutely sensational with that Declan Rice money. Obviously, selling him for £105 million to Arsenal, and I think they've done really, really well replacing Rice with a few quality players. So yeah, I think they've done really well. West Ham, a really good player who can play further forward, as well. Obviously plays around that cam position, number 8 position, but can also play further forward as well. So you are getting a good player who can score goals, can get assists, and has versatility in him as well. So 9, another West Ham player who signed for around £30 million, age 28, and he joined from Southampton. You guessed it, is James Ward-Prowse. Really, really good price for James Ward-Prowse. Only 30 million. I think that's a really, really good price for a Premier League proven player who can score free kicks for fun. So close to that David Beckham record now. Personally, I wanted him to stay at Southampton. I'm not saying he should have. Definitely the right decision leaving. Obviously, a player for James Ward-Prowse qualities is far too good for the Championship, and especially with the Euros coming up at the end of the season. I think he had to be in the Premier League to get in that England squad. So yeah, James Ward-Prowse really good. Quality signing, Premier League proven. Already got 1 goal, 3 assists in his first few games for West Ham, so he's hit the ground running and really should have been in that England squad in my opinion, especially over players like Calvin Phillips and even Jordan Henderson. He should be in over, but really good signing for West Ham. Number 8 is Christopher Nkunku. I would have put him higher, but he's injured. I'm not sure till when. I think it's around halfway through the season, around that December, January mark, which is so unfortunate. For Chelsea, he's such a good player. Only £52 million. He's 25. Really good, solid age. Bundesliga top goal scorer last season with 16 goals. So yeah, this is an absolute massive blow for Chelsea. I think Nkunku would have been really good in the Premier League, and definitely would have got double figures this season if he was fully fit throughout the year. But yeah, this is really unfortunate. He's had a lot of injuries in the past. I think he had to withdraw from the World Cup squad for France last year because he had an injury last season as well. So it's really unfortunate because there is a world-class player there when he's fit. I think he's that good. I think he's got everything Chelsea needed. So yeah, he isn't an out-and-out striker. He's more like a centre forward, but he can score plenty of goals, and it would have helped Chelsea this season. And you can clearly see they are missing him. Jackson, he started okay. He's got in the right areas. He's getting shots, but he hasn't been clinical enough yet. Kind of like Darwin Núñez. He's getting in the right areas. He's getting the right shots off, but he's just not finishing. But yeah, there's definitely a good player, Nicholas Jackson. But Nkunku being injured for half the season is a massive blow for Chelsea. And for only 52 million, that's a really good price. So yeah, big blow for them. 7th place, I've went for Musa Diaby. I don't know how. I don't know how. Only Aston Villa went in for Musa Diaby. There was links Newcastle wanted him at times. Was links Arsenal wanted him at times. But in the end, Aston Villa got him for around £51.9 million. Only 24. Already hit the ground running. Scored a few goals so already. Scored in his debut against Newcastle as well. So yeah, he looks really good. Rapid. He has been playing more up top for Leverkusen. He was more on the right wing position, but he has been playing striker for Aston Villa this season. Really quick player. He's rapid and really got a good finish on him and unselfish as well. There's some areas I've seen him where, like at Anfield, he passed it to McGinn. I thought he could have shot, and I think he would have scored if he did. But yeah, it just shows that he is a team player and he's willing to play for the badge. But yeah, really good signing. A good price as well, especially Leverkusen did want more as well. So I thought Aston Villa did really well with this signing. Number 6, I went for a World Cup winner. It's Alexis Mac Allister, joining for Liverpool for only £35 million. That's a really good price. Like a really, really good price for a World Cup winner who only won the World Cup a few months earlier with Argentina. So yeah, I think he had a clause in his contract. I don't know what clause it was, but only 35 million for Mac Allister. If I was Brighton, if I would have wanted a lot more, especially getting 115 million for Caicedo. I would have wanted more, but honestly, really, really good signing for us. I think he's done really well so far. Obviously, he has been playing number 6. That isn't his out and out position. He likes to get a bit more forward, but I think he's done a really good shift. When we've been in a search for a CDM, so I think he's done really well for the club so far. And really good price as well. Looks like a really top quality player. So 5th, I went for Josko Gvardiol, who joined Manchester City for around £77.6 million. Again, another player that Liverpool should have went in for. Leipzig were asking for up to 100 million. They were asking for defenders record fees for him, but in the end, 77.6 million. I think that's an alright price for a player. He's only 20 years old, 21, sorry, and yeah, he's been brilliant for Leipzig in the last few seasons. So yeah, I'm surprised Leipzig can push City for more, but yeah, for me, he is the best young centre back in the world, or at least best left-footed centre back in the world. Only 21. This lad has got so much potential. Can play left back too, so he's versatile. But yeah, really, really smart signing for Manchester City, especially after losing Aymeric Laporte to Saudi Arabia. So really smart signing by Manchester City. 4th place, I've went for Sandro Tonali, who joined from AC Milan. Made a big part of AC Milan's run to Champions League semi-final last season. He is playing against AC Milan in this season's Champions League with Newcastle in the group of death. So he will get his return to San Siro after leaving. Yeah, I think he's done really well so far for Newcastle. Scored on his debut against Aston Villa. I think he's fitted in quite well. But yeah, Newcastle haven't been at it yet this season. We haven't seen the last season Newcastle yet. Well, we did really against Aston Villa. They were unbelievable, to be fair, but against City, they didn't really create anything. Against Liverpool, obviously, they kind of bottled it, really. And then against Brighton, they were all over the place. So maybe after the international break, things will calm down for Newcastle. But I think Tonali has been that bright spark in that Newcastle midfield so far this season. And again, around 55 million. Really good price, especially, I keep saying it, but Caicedo 115 million. I'd rather Tonali for 55 than Caicedo 150 million any day. I think Tonali is much better than Caicedo. I do mean much better. Yeah, but I think he's fitted into that Newcastle midfield really well, and it's a really good price for Newcastle. So definitely a one to watch this season. Number 3, sorry, is Declan Rice, who signed £405 million from West Ham. Obviously, West Ham have spent their money really well. Obviously, 2 out of 3 of those signings are in this list, so it just shows that West Ham have spent their money well. But yeah, Declan Rice, what a player! He scored 4 goals last season, I believe. Us around sorry 6 goals last season. Already scored for Arsenal, and then that late show against Manchester United, 96th minute. Wow. What a game that was. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that game. I thought Declan Rice, he looked so calm, so composed for Arsenal. He fits in straight away. And yeah, I thought Arsenal paid a bit too much for him, but you have to pay big money for the big moments, like scoring in the last minutes of the game. So yeah, you do have to pay big money to get those big rewards, and I think Declan Rice, unbelievable footballer. Um, yeah, that's why he's third. I would have put him first, but I think the price was a bit too much. But maybe 10 years time, it'll be worth the price. Number 2, I went for Dominic Szoboszlai, who joined Liverpool for around £60 million from Leipzig. Yeah, this lad's unbelievable already. He's one of my favourite Liverpool players already. He's fitted in so well. Every game so far this season, he's been brilliant. I thought he was really good against Chelsea. Obviously we didn't have a 6 that game, a number 6. Because I had to drop in, so he couldn't go as forward as he wanted to. But it's his energy, just his energy and his desire to drop back, get a tackle in, start an attack, have a shot on him, get a gamble, and he can pick out passes. He's got everything, this lad. He's got everything. He's got a class name, Szoboszlai. I've got used to it now. I can nearly spell it. I'm in love with this guy. He's unbelievable. And 60 million is really, really good price. Not a bargain. Not a bargain, but not yet anyway. But again, looking at the market now, 60 million for a top midfielder is good value for money. But yeah, I think he's really, really fantastic footballer, and he's just gonna get better. But brilliant signing for Liverpool. Obviously, got activated his release clause on the last day it was active. After that, I think Leipzig would have wanted a lot more. I think they would have wanted 80, 90 million for him in the end. So Liverpool definitely saved money there by activating it just in time. But what a signing this is. And definitely a player to watch out for future. Number 1, I went for James Maddison. I went for James Maddison for a few factors. One, obviously Leicester were relegated. Yeah, he wanted to move. 100% a player who is too good for the Championship, like James Ward-Prowse, and looking to get into that Euro 2024 squad at the end of the season. 2, age 26, really solid age. For like how he's fitted in. He's started so well this season to life at Tottenham. 2 goals, 2 assists so far. Really good, solid start. 10 goals, 9 assists last season. Really solid season for him, even though Leicester were relegated. For a relegated side, he did really well. In the price, 40 million, it's such a good price for Maddison. I thought Leicester would have been wanting a lot more money, but no, 40 million. I thought 40 million clubs will be scrapping for James Maddison's signature. But no, Tottenham were mainly the only team who actually properly went in for him and got him for 40 million. It's such a good signing, such a good price, and he's done so well under Ange Postecoglou with Tottenham. That's why I put him number 1, because of value for money and just a really smart move. I thought it was the wrong move for him, in my opinion. A lot of people did who I know. A lot of critics did as well, but so far so good for Maddison. Hopefully he can stay fit, because I think he could be a real contribution, could have a real big contribution to that England squad at the Euros if he stays fit and keeps his form up. But yeah, that is my top 10. Hopefully you agree as much as possible. Definitely, I can just tell people won't agree fully with it, which is fine. Everyone has their own opinion. As long as they have a justified reason for their opinions, then I don't mind any opinion. But as long as it's not absolutely stupid, then yeah, I don't mind any opinion whatsoever. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.